my name is Rebecca, and in today's lesson we're going to be talking about money, a subject which is obviously very popular. And we have a number of words which we use, a number of verbs which we use when we talk about money. Let's discuss 10 of these, okay? So, let's start over here. What can you do with money? These are 10 different activities that you can do with money. You could deposit the money in the bank, which means to put your money in the bank, to deposit your money. You could take your money out of the bank. For that, we say, withdraw your money. I can withdraw my money. You could transfer it. That means move it from one place to another place. I transferred my money from my checking account to my savings account. Now I use the past tense. We'll go back and use the past tense afterwards for all of them, okay? You can save your money, which is of course a very good idea if you're able to do that. You can borrow money. If you don't have enough money, sometimes you have to borrow money from a friend or from the bank. If you borrow money, that means you take it temporarily with the intention, with the plan of giving it back. Then you borrow it, and whoever gave it to you temporarily, they are lending it to you. So you could say, the bank lends money, customers borrow money, all right? If you borrow money from the bank, let's say, then you owe money, O-W-E. It means that you have a debt to the bank and you need to return that money to the bank, usually plus some interest, some extra amount that you need to pay in order to have the right to borrow it. So you owe money to the bank. Of course, we all know how to spend our money. All right? When you go shopping, you spend your money. If you spend too much money on something, we could say you wasted your money. That means you didn't need to spend that much money for something. Then we say he wasted his money. Of course, you could be a little bit wiser, or if you are in a position where you have extra money, you could decide to invest your money. Invest your money in a business. Invest your money in the stock market, and so on. Okay, so here are 10 words that you can use when you're talking about this important subject of money. Let's review them again, and let's use the past tense form this time. I deposited the check. I withdrew $500. I transferred $1,000 from my checking account to my savings account. I saved $1,000 this month. I borrowed $10 from my friend. The bank lent me money as a down payment on my house. They lent me, L-E-N-T. He owed the bank a lot of money. He spent a lot of money. He wasted a lot of money on that television, let's say. Or he invested in the stock market. We invested in the stock market. As you can see, some of these are regular verbs where we added ed or d, and some are irregular verbs where we had to change the ending of the verb to form the past tense form. All right? One last point about this word, withdraw. In North America, we say withdraw, and in England, in British English, they say just draw. So they say, I drew some money from the bank. And in North America, we say, I withdrew some money from the bank. Okay? So now I hope you have 10 new words, and perhaps 20 along with the past tense forms, to describe various activities regarding money. If you have any questions about this lesson, or if you'd like to do a little quiz about this lesson, please visit our website at www.engvid.com. Thanks very much. Bye for now.